evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're broadcasting live from Central High School in Brooksville, Florida for tonight's matchup between the Anclote Sharks and the Central Bears. Thank you for joining us for the action and what promises to be a great matchup on the diamond. I'm Will Wilkie, and by my side and along on the call tonight is the eminence of eloquence himself, Derek Smith.
Well, thank you, Will, and thank you to the viewers tuning in. We have a great night of baseball in store.
We certainly do, Derek. So go ahead and give us a rundown on both our teams here tonight.
Well, let's start with the Sharks of Anclote, led by head coach Stephen Morse. The Sharks are off to a fast 2-0 start to the season, averaging 15 runs a game offensively and only yielding 3 runs in total. Senior John Perry is on fire, batting .750 with 5 RBIs, while freshman Anthony Ramos picked up a win in 4 innings, a 2-hit ball, and striking out 8 with no walks.
Well, it certainly seems like Anclote is firing on all cylinders, Derek. Go ahead and take us over to the home dugout for an update on the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears had a tough opening to the season, having to face tough Nature Coast squad in back-to-back outings, putting up a good fight, but coming up short. The Bears were able to bounce back in a big way on Tuesday with a come-from-behind victory against Crystal River. Central High School is. If you've never been out here, it's a little bit of a hike off of the main road, and signal can be sketchy. You get out here and in the woods. So we appreciate you bearing with us, but make sure you like and subscribe. That way you know when we go live, first of all, and if we do have technical difficulties, like we are trying to alleviate, at least at this time, you'll be able to see when the HD link is uploaded and go ahead and watch it on your own time, on your own schedule, on demand.
Playing second base tonight, number 27, Jaden Warren. Coaches, assistant coaches, Taylor Murlock, Matt Clark, and head coach, Al Sorrentino.
So we believe we have the connection issues resolved. We'll pause for the national anthem and then give you the Divinity Med Spa starting lineups in just one moment. So we're ready to get underway, so we'll go ahead and get things started with the Divinity Med Spa starting lineups.
The Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
First for the visiting Sharks of Anclote, leading off, batting first base, number 6, Antonio De Lima. Batting second, pitching, number 17, Anthony Ramos. Batting third, playing center field, number 14, Gage Goss. Batting fourth, playing catcher, number 4, John Perry. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 11, Justin Slover. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 9, Sean Eden. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 2, Randy Rodriguez. Batting eighth, DHing, number 23, James Brasby. And batting ninth, playing third base, number 1, Michael Sierra. And playing second base this evening, number 3, Flores Santana. And the Sharks are coached by Stephen Morse. Now for the home team, Central Bears, leading off, center field, number 5, Justin Tranum. Batting second, shortstop, number 8, Richard Engley. Batting third, right field, number 21, Connor Coolidge. Batting fourth, first base, number 33, Brandon Liniger. Batting fifth, third base, number 9, Justin Cicera. Batting sixth, pitching, number 13, Raylan Santana. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 1, Corbin Baskind. Batting eighth, catching, number 3, Michael Hames. And batting ninth at second base, number 27, Jaden Warren. And the Bears are coached by Al Sorrentino. And this is your Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
Leading off for the Sharks, number 6, Antonio DeLima. You okay with me doing that, right?
So, Derek, we're ready to get underway here this evening. Antonio DeLima to lead things off for the Sharks. Santana on the mound for Central.
Well, you know what each team's trying to do here. Anclote trying to get a couple runs up early in this ball game. Central looking to shut them down and take an early lead. Let's see how it goes.
Offering by Santana, fouled straight back for strike one.
It's a good cut right there. Healthy cut on a nice-looking fastball.
Nice open stance by DeLima. As Santana works from the windup and delivers. There's a shot down the third base line that's going to get into left field. Looking for two is DeLima, but he's going to hold up, and he'll take the single. And the leadoff runner aboard for the Sharks.
Now batting number 17, Anthony Ramos.
So the Sharks get off to the start that they want. Leadoff runner on brings up the starting pitcher, number 17, Anthony Ramos. DeLima takes his lead from first. Santana now works from the stretch. Offering misses away for ball one. Again, we apologize for the uplink issues we had at the beginning of the game. We did switch to our backup uplink. We appear to be in the green now. Hopefully it'll stay that way the remainder of the broadcast. If it does start to buffer, go ahead and hit that pause button. Wait about 15 to 20 seconds. There's a fly ball to right field. Coolidge going back on it. He'll make the grab. Tagging is DeLima going into second. So aggressive base running for the Sharks pays off. Getting a runner in scoring position. They'll trade that for out number one.
That was a good piece of hitting there. Ramos probably didn't get everything he was trying to do, but really drove it the other way with some authority. Good play by Coolidge out there in right field to track it down, and DeLima showing his speed. You know, that play's right in front of him right there on the right side, and testing Coolidge's arm, and he's able to make it.
That'll bring up the number 3 hitter this evening, number 14, Gage Goss, who gets the start in center field.
Yeah, Santana's pitched well so far, too. He's got one out to show for it. DeLima saw that breaking ball. It was a good breaking ball, too. He was able to sneak it right past the third baseman.
Santana has the sign that he likes, gives DeLima a check there at seconds before delivering. That's going to be popped up out of play. First base side. Santana's done well early on here to get ahead of the batters, and he's doing so again right here on Goss. Up in the count, no balls, one strike.
Yeah, Anclote's coming in really aggressive, too, at the plate. Credit Santana for just filling up the strike zone. I don't think he's thrown anything but a strike so far this game. And they've been aggressive, going after him early, taking really healthy cuts on first pitch fastballs.
Just in case we do have uplink issues, which, again, we're hoping we don't have, we are recording this game in tandem as a breaking ball misses low in the zone for ball one. So if we have to, we'll upload a high-definition recording following the broadcast, but uplink number 2 seems to be working well for us this evening. I don't think we'll have any issues. Fingers crossed, anyway.
They are crossed, Will.
My last name's not Murphy, and I don't own a law firm, so hopefully we're good to go.
Yeah, let's hope.
Fastball misses low, 2-1.
Trying that low inside fastball there, just kind of driving it to that back foot.
Offering's going to be popped up foul out of play. That'll even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It looked like a changeup there. It was a really nice changeup. But credit Gross. Kind of saw it early, able to fight it away. Just missed it too, kind of fouled it back.
So we can see a number of different pitches here strategically from Santana with that 2-2 count on Goss. He'll wind up and deliver. Breaking ball going to ride high in the zone. Goss does not chase. That'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So a payoff pitch upcoming. Again, Will Wilkie and Derek Smith with you on the call here this evening. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Toss a like our way as well. We sure would appreciate it. We do appreciate your viewership and your support here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network, as that's going to ride in high for ball 4. So a solid at bat by Gage Goss will put 2 runners on for the Sharks.
Now batting, number 4, John Perry.
And bring up the cleanup hitter, John Perry, as Coach Sorrentino will take a quick stroll to the mound. Have a quick word with Santana and Hames.
Yeah, those 2 breaking balls he threw to Goss there, ended up walking him on him. He threw a couple of really nice ones early in the inning, and just seemed like he kind of lost the feel, lost the release point on those, kind of left them up. They didn't break the way you want them to. Easy to recognize as a hitter. You're not going to go chase something like that. So 2 on here, 1 out for the number 4 hitter.
It's John Perry. So if you're Anclote, you like where you are right now, having 2 runners on with just 1 out here in the top of the first. You got the meat of your order up.
But the Bears aren't really in a bad way here either. They got a lot of outs to get here on the infield.
Agree. Absolutely agree.
You could deal with a fly out to the outfield and really not hurt yourself bad. Strikeout would be stellar if you're the Bears at this point.
And you still have the standard double play in effect as well. So
a lot of ways to get out of this inning if you're the Bears. But if you're Anclote, you want to try and get these runners on and make a statement early in this ball game.
Fouled away out of play, first base side.
Again, a really healthy cut by these Anclote Sharks on first pitch strikes. Santana has been able to get ahead here, but one of those is going to find a barrel, and it's going to go a minute.
Yeah, Santana's done well early on here, getting ahead of the batters. As the runners break, throw down to third. Waiting for the ruling by the umpire, and he got him.
Nice job there.
Yeah, Hames with a beautiful arm right on the money to Cicera there at third for out number 2. So the Sharks get bit on that play.
So 2 outs now. Runner in scoring position for the Sharks. Not really the position they were in just a moment ago, but...
Yeah, it can change on a dime we were just talking about, and Anclote going for the aggressive base running, but Hames was up for the challenge. And that's changed the dynamics here in top half of inning number 1 here dramatically. Hames gets in his secondary stance. Pickoff move over to second. Back in time is Goss.
Aggressive. These Sharks are aggressive at the plate, on the bases, taking that extra base on that fly ball out to right, trying to steal, double steal, with your number 3 hitter up, aggressive. It makes for a fun ball game, fun team. Let's see if it pays off for them here, because we are just in the top of the first.
Chopper over to short. Angley up with, it gets past. Wheeling around to score is Goss. So off the bat of John Perry, the Sharks strike first, and they're up 1-0. First pitch offering by Santana connects for called strike one as Justin Slover steps into the box. Anclote capitalized on their opportunity so far here in the top half of the first, netting the first run of the evening. As Perry has his lead from first. Santana delivers breaking ball outside corner, misses away. Count evens up now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw over to first. And Perry gets dirty but makes it back. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at GCSN Broadcast. We'll have highlights from tonight's ball game as well as our Glory Days player of the game. All that and more at GCSN Broadcast, so go ahead and follow us on Twitter.
Helped to cut that ball straight back to our GCSN camera. Now that we see it, looks like it's in good shape still.
Again, fingers crossed.
That's right.
Slover gives a chop at it, just trying to stay alive, having that 2 strikes on him. Good defensive at bat there.
Yeah, really defensive at bat, really defensive swing. That curveball Santana has, when he throws it right, is a really nice pitch. He has gotten a couple of hits off of it, including that hit by Perry that was able to drive in the run. But still is a good pitch for him, and I think if he's able to move it around a little bit, he'll get some swing and misses on it for sure.
There's a fly ball to right field. Coolidge tracking it. He'll camp under it and make the grab for out number 3, but the Sharks strike first. They plate 1. We move to the home half of the first. 1-0 your score. Advantage Anclote.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of 1 treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
Baby, let me hold you, hold you. I wanna show you, show you, show you how to treat you right, treat you right. Pull you closer through the highs and lows. Yeah, I wanna show you how to treat you right, treat you right.
So as we return to action here in the bottom of the first inning, we had a lot of action with Anclote offensively. Combination of timely hitting and aggressive base running will net the first run of the ball game for the Sharks. We'll go ahead and run through the defensive set for Anclote for you now. Starting with the battery, Ramos on the mound, Perry behind the plate, Sierra at third, Eden at short. At second base, we're going to have to get that to you. We don't have second base at the moment. DeLima at first. Left field, Rodriguez, Goss in center, and Slover in right. Flores Wilkie at second base. So we're ready to get this inning started. Home half of the first for the Bears.
Leading off for the Bears, JJ Tram.
Justin Tranum steps in.
Yeah, the Bears did a good job getting out of that jam. Looked like the Sharks were circling, if you will. Top of the order, top two getting on, and the aggression kind of came back to bite them a little bit.
And we remember Tranum from last year, don't we, Derek, when he was a sensational freshman getting a lot of solid playing time. So the Bears expect big things from Tranum here in his sophomore season. And he's going to lead off the game for Central. Ramos delivers, and there's a hard shot to right field. One pitch and a solid line drive hit for Tranum. And if you're the Bears, that's exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there. Fastball, didn't try to do too much with it. Got the barrel on it, drove it out into right. Leadoff runner on. A little bit of speed on the bases for the Central Bears, too.
It's going to bring up Engley. Big swing and a miss on the first pitch offering from Ramos. Nice aggressive cut, but Ramos able to blow it by.
Yeah, it was really the location there. It was above the hands, but it looks so good out of his hands, you almost can't help yourself. Just can't get your hands above that ball. And just kind of ghost bat it, swing right through it.
Leadoff runner aboard at first in the form of Tranum as he takes his lead. Ramos working from the stretch, delivering to pickoff move over. Engley at the plate for the Bears. Ramos gives him a look, delivers. That offering's going to just barely miss.
Yeah, it kind of snuck around that outside corner. A little bit of tail at the end. It was just a little too late.
Tries outside again. Advancing the count to 2-1. There's a balk as Ramos picked up his leg and put it down, did not finish his delivery to home plate, so Tranum will trot into second.
Sometimes it's hard to see where the balk occurs. That one was a little more evident.
So the Bears now have a runner in scoring position. Pitch breaks low in the zone.
Nice pitch. Not willing to chase it, though.
Yeah, good discipline by Engley to lay off of that one. Advancing to the hitter's count now, 3 balls, 1 strike. And that offering will miss away for ball 4. So Engley will trot down to first, and the Bears have the makings of a big inning going here. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Getting into the heart of their order now. The big bat of number 21, Connor Coolidge, steps to the plate.
Coolidge with a couple of good putouts in right field. In the top of the inning here, looking to put the Bears.
That pitch misses, gets away, allowing the runners to advance up to second and third, respectively.
Still with nobody out, now 2 runners in scoring position. You know, 1 swing of the bat, and the Bears have the lead here.
Absolutely right, Derek. A lot of different ways you could go here, but when you got the heart of your order up, you just got to let the big bat swing away. Let the pieces fall as they may. Fastball outside corner connects for called strike 1.
He was able to find the location on that one.
Yeah, clearly trying to set up the batters outside is Ramos. Able to connect there. And that's going to be an RBI single into right for Coolidge. Tranum scores. And breaking for second is Coolidge. And he's out of there. A big throw by Perry. An outstanding alert play by Perry behind the plate, recognizing Coolidge trying to get an extra base out of it. And he'll record out number 1 for the Sharks.
Yeah, it was kind of he was trying to bait the throw out to second, see if that trail runner would break for home. Unfortunately, he didn't. So runner on third now, but just one out for the Bears. Number 4 hitter up here.
That's right. That's Brandon Lineker. Steps in with 1 out. Central has answered right back. We've got a 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the first inning with 1 out. Runner on third. Ramos trying to work out of a jam. Tries for that outside corner. Misses away to even things up. We've got ones everywhere.
Bottom of the first. 1
Yeah,
ball, 1 strike. 1-1's the score.
That's right. Feels like a slot machine. Then there's a shot to the gap in right center field.
That'll score him from third.
Yeah, easily scoring from third. And motoring into second, it's going to be Lineker. So an RBI double for Brandon Lineker. And the Bears have answered right back. They've plated 2 here in the first. Some good timely hitting by the Bears here early on.
Yeah, and just how you draw it up, too. 3-4 hitters doing their job, driving the runs in.
That'll bring up starting third baseman number 9, Justin Cicera.
Still with just the 1 out. Runner in scoring position still for the Bears.
First pitch offering misses for ball 1. A balk has been called by the field umpire, saying that he did not come set long enough. So Lineker will move to third. And the Bears have the makings of a big inning going here. Head coach Stephen Morris is going to take a stroll to the mound. Calls off the infield. Just wants to have a quick word with Ramos. Have to imagine, Derek, that, just take a deep breath. It's early on in the ball game. You're okay. Just play your game. Just words of that sort.
Yeah, short of the wild pitch, he has not pitched poorly at all. Really right around the zone. You got to credit the Central hitters being patient up there, waiting for a ball that they can drive, and they have hit a couple of hard-hit balls here so far this game. But if you're Anclote, still just a 1-run ball game. You already got 1 out. So, again, a lot of ways to get out of this inning here.
Absolutely, and it is early on. We've seen what Anclote can do offensively, so this obviously being in the first inning, not over by any stretch, but 2 very balanced teams here this evening, and it's been exciting baseball so far.
For sure.
Here's a hard hit ball, but foul down that third base line. For Cicera, count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice pitch by Ramos. Credit to Cicera for laying off of that one.
Yeah, really good patience there.
Yeah, had a nice late break on that ball.
A really nice pitch.
Tries outside, misses away again. Works to the hitter's count now, 3-1. If I had to point to a difference early on here, Derek, it's that Santana has been able to connect on that outside corner while Ramos has just been barely missing, and he's been getting behind in the count. But he battles back right there, gets that inside corner, running the count full now.
Yeah, Anclote could really use a strikeout here. And he's got the stuff to do it. He is just barely missing, either a little low, a little outside, a little inside, but he's got good stuff so far in this ballgame.
There's a line shot in the left. That's going to drop in. Lineker will score from third. Rounding first is Cicera, so an RBI single. Scores Lineker from third, and Central has answered back in a big way here in the home half of the first. They've plated 3, and they're still going with 1 out. Bring up the starting pitcher this evening, Raylan Santana.
Yeah, just one after the other here. Nobody really trying to do too much through this Bears lineup. First time through, just trying to get a barrel on it. Move the runners, kind of do your job. Let the next guy move you around.
Nice stop there by Perry. We'll also be making our Glory Days Player of the Game announcement immediately following tonight's ball game, so stick with us for that. They'll be showcased on our Twitter page at GCSM Broadcast, so in between innings, go ahead, go to Twitter, follow us at GCSM Broadcast for game highlights, our players of the game, Glory Days Players of the Game, as well as media announcements and other special features. One and one, the count on Santana as Ramos looks in. Offering's going to miss outside, 2-1.
Yeah, Ramos is just trying to nibble at the corners here, and he's going to find himself in a bit of trouble if he continues to do that. These Bears seem to be quite patient and really making him throw them a strike.
Nice breaking ball, swing and a miss, but it does get away from Perry. Advancing to second is Cicera.
Yeah, he's got good stuff, Ramos. Really good stuff. He's just trying to get swing and misses and instead of weak contact and let your defense do their job.
Yeah, other than Tranum singling on that first pitch of the ball game, rather the first pitch of the bottom of the first, the remaining Bear pitchers have been patient and called strike 3 on Santana. As I was saying, the Bears have been patient working that pitch count into favorable counts where you're expecting the pitcher to throw a strike over the plate just to keep the count alive. So their discipline's been paying off. We got 2 outs now. Corbin Baskin steps in. Ramos connects on that outside part of the plate that he's been looking for. He'll get called strike 1.
That was a big strikeout for Ramos and the Sharks here.
Popped up right field. Slover's going to come in under it. He'll camp under it and make the out, but the Bears answer back. They plate 3. 3-1's your score as we move to the top of the second inning right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
So we return to action here in the second inning. Got a lot of solid baseball here so far. We hope you're enjoying it here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Broadcasting 48 live baseball and softball games all throughout the Tampa Bay area this season. We're really excited to bring that action to you. Leading off the inning for the Sharks will be Sean Eden. Santana works from the windup, check swing. Did not go around, ball one. Fouled away out of play, first base side. That'll even things up. Offering misses inside. Santana battles back, evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Eden patiently awaiting his pitch to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout for Santana, and out number 1 in the top of the second. Bring up starting left fielder number 2, Randy Rodriguez. First pitch offering low in the dirt for ball 1.
Santana not nearly as sharp to start this inning. Even though he did get the strikeout, his misses are a little further out.
Called strike outside corner.
Right on the edge of the zone there, you'd have to imagine. But credit him for finding it.
And that's going to miss away. Hitters count now. 3 balls, 1 strike. So Santana from the windup, he delivers. That's going to be upstairs for ball 4. So a good patient at bat by Randy Rodriguez. And he'll get on base with 1 out. James Brasby steps in. He'll be DHing tonight for the Sharks. Santana now from the stretch. Offering misses outside for ball 1.
Yeah, trying to nibble here too is Santana.
Upstairs in the zone, 2-0.
Just a little too high on that. It's a good idea though, that elevated fastball. We talked about it earlier. It just looks so good out of the hand, but really hard to get your hands on top of it and make good contact.
And that'll miss low, get away, so solid hustle by Rodriguez will get him into second base. Runner in scoring position now for the Sharks. Hames tried to body that one up, but just got away from him just enough.
Yeah, it just kind of squirted away to his glove side, and he really had no chance. Speedy Rodriguez on first.
Yeah, we've seen how aggressive these Sharks runners can be. And ball 4 for Brasby. So we've got kind of a tale of 2 innings going here for the Bears pitching.
Yeah, that's for sure. It was so clean in that first. It did kind of run into a little bit of jams, but hard hit balls by the Sharks. You're going to have to credit him here, but here he's put 2 on.
2 on for Michael Sierra. He'll try to make something happen. Chopped down the first baseline, scooped up by Liniger. He'll make out number 1, but the throw gets into left. Wheeling around to score is Rodriguez. So the Sharks have an opportunity. They cash in run number 2 off the bat of Michael Sierra.
Yeah, aggressive base running there. Saw that play going off and head down all the way to third. Once that ball squirted away, he was going to score easily. And now it's just a one-run ball game in the second, and this has been a fun one so far. It's kind of a back and forth affair. Let's hope it stays this way.
That it does, and it also turns over the lineup for the Sharks. Antonio De Lima steps in. Santana connects on that outside corner for called strike 1. We believe we have our primary uplink issue resolved. We're in between innings. We're going to try to switch back to it. We'll see how it goes. So if it does start to buffer on you, we'll go ahead and switch back to our backup, but we do prefer to run our primary. So just wanted to keep you aware of what we'll do between innings here. That pitch gets away. Looked like it slipped out of the hand of Santana.
Yeah.
Brasby holds at second. Thought about it for a split second, but then thought better of it on the solid hustle by Hames to keep it close.
Yeah, he was able to keep it close to him. He did glove it, but not able to squeeze it.
And Santana battles back, takes a lead in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And with 2 outs here, a strikeout. Just what the doctor ordered if you're the Bears.
The Sharks have done well to answer back in their own right. And there's a shot to left center field in the gap. That's going to score Brasby easily. Wheeling into second base and thinking about third, but he'll hold at second, is Antonio De Lima. And he's tied up this ball game with an RBI double.
Saw that breaking ball early out of the hand of Santana.
Oh, you could just see him waiting on it. He exploded right through that ball. It was a beautiful piece of hitting by De Lima.
Drove it out into the left center field gap, easily scoring from second. Brasby. And they just kind of switched positions there. So runner on second again here with 2 out.
Brings up Anthony Ramos. Hard hit ball over to short. That's going to get into left field. Heading home, but cut. So De Lima did not stay on base for long. He wheels around, and just like that, Derek, the Sharks answer right back, and they've taken the lead 4-3.
Yeah, they really have. You know, really aggressive.
Got a lot of solid action early on here. Wouldn't have it any other way. We hope you're enjoying it. So it looks like Coach Sorrentino is going to make a change on the mound. Santana will come out. We got, who we got coming in, Derek? 24?
Number 24, Ryan Schmidt coming in. Senior.
It'll be Schmidt's first action on the mound this season. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break during the warm-up pitches. We'll be right back after this.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
So Schmidt is still finishing up his warm-up tosses. Derek, we've got a lot of action here tonight. Absolutely what we expected pregame. A back-and-forth contest between Anclote and Central here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, and each team doing it a little differently too, right? Anclote coming out really aggressive in the box, really aggressive on the bases, double steal early in the first inning, whereas Central came out here really patient, really making Ramos throw him strikes, taking advantage when they get the count in their favor, know he has to throw a strike, aggressive on those pitches. It's kind of been a back-and-forth thing. 7 runs already scored in this ballgame, and we're in the top of the second. So, stick with us, and let's see how this thing plays out.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night for baseball here in Brooksville, Florida. Started off with a temperature 80 degrees at first pitch, but it's cooled down considerably. Probably in the lower 70s now, I would say.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a really nice night here. Not too much breeze. Not as much humidity in the air as you'd like if you're a hitter, but this is Florida, so, there's plenty of moisture floating around here. That's for sure.
That's right. It is Florida, so we'd like to welcome our visitors from up north who are joining us on the broadcast here tonight. Wish you could be with us, but we're glad that you're with us here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network to enjoy all this wonderful action for Florida high school baseball on a beautiful Florida evening. So we'll get things reset here. Schmidt now on the mound. That was our only change. Brings up Gage Goss. First pitch offering by Schmidt comes in high for ball 1.
Yeah, Anclote isn't necessarily already done yet either.
Yeah, you got the heart of the order up. You're absolutely right, Derek. You might be facing a new pitcher. But as we've seen, Anclote's not afraid to take aggressive swings at the plate.
Nice offering there by Schmidt. Low in the zone, a little bit of break at the end. It's a hard pitch to track if you're a hitter.
Yeah, Goss tried to hold back on that check swing, unable to do so, to even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Schmidt had that outside fastball working. And Goss now in the hole, 1-2.
Yeah, Goss just could not lay off of that one.
Yeah, had a nice cut on it.
Mm-hmm.
He goes with that pitch. That's going to go far in right field.
It's never going to reach that pitch. Like you said, it was tailing away, and it was already off the plate to begin with.
Pitch breaks low. Breaking in for second and making it easily is Ramos.
A good pitch to run on there. Breaking ball in the dirt. Ramos able to get himself over into scoring position as a result. And they stay aggressive here in the second.
Not sure what the discussion is between the field umpire and the home plate ump. But whatever it is, the conversation is over. We have no impact on the game itself in terms of the situation. So we actually, looks like we have a, oh no, correction, that is Ramos at second. Thought we might have had a courtesy runner. So Ramos at second, 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gage Goss as Schmidt works from the stretch. And there's a ground ball over, gets past short into left field. Wheeling around is Ramos. Play at the plate. The tag is made. That's Baskin to Hames for out number 3. Anclote answers right back. They take the lead 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the second inning right here on GCSN.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all
medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to
and they lead the Bears 4-3. The Bears were able to take the lead in the bottom of the first. This is going to be their second time up, trailing by 1. And looking to do some damage, get themselves back on top. If nothing else, at least keep pace with these Sharks, who have come out quite aggressive.
The Sharks certainly living up to their namesake. Aggressive at bat, aggressive on the base pass, and it's netted a 4-3 advantage for them thus far here in the ballgame. Whereas the Bears also kind of living up to their namesake as well. They're taking a nice, leisurely approach, being disciplined and patient at the plate.
Getting their hands on anything they can.
That's absolutely right. Striking when they get the opportunity.
Indeed.
Leading off the inning for the Bears will be Michael Hames, who had that beautiful tag out to end the inning on the play at the plate on the throw from Baskin in left field.
Yeah, that was a great throw by Baskin. One hopper right on the money. And made the play easy. Easy for Hames there behind the plate. Easy catch and tag.
Speaking of that play at the plate, make sure you follow us on Twitter at GCSN Broadcasts. I have a funny feeling that play of the plate is going to make our highlight reel tonight. So tune in, see the game highlights, as well as the Glory Days player of the game and all of our other special features and broadcast announcements. Again, follow us at GCSN Broadcasts on Twitter. Ramos out on his second inning of work, works from the stretch, swinging a miss, strike 1 as he gets the fastball in. Nice placement by Ramos.
Yeah, that high fastball has worked well for him so far this ball game. Surprised he hasn't kind of leaned on it a little more. There it is again.
Misses off the plate just barely. Count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Hames not willing to chase that time.
Changeup, high in the zone, 2-1.
Yeah, he's probably happy he kind of left that ball up a little bit. A little lower that ball would get. Likely a barrel would find that one.
Pitch breaks over the zone. Nice offering by Ramos, even count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Certainly a different approach by Ramos here in the second, going right at the central batters.
Yeah, absolutely, Will. It's a good point. It seemed like in the first inning he was just kind of trying to nibble around, trying to miss barrels. He's coming out a lot more aggressive this inning, and he has the stuff to be aggressive from what I've seen so far. Got a few pitches, he mixes them nicely.
popped up. Coming in on it, Sierra. He'll glove it along the foul line. Ramos gets the job done with a pop out to third and out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. Jaden Warren steps in, starting second baseman for the Bears here this evening. Fastball, swinging a miss, foul tip for strike 1.
Yeah, Warren, a freshman on this roster, getting the start tonight. A couple of freshmen out there for the Bears.
Yeah, always exciting to see the future talent out on the field getting these quality reps early on in their career. Saw it with Tranum last year for the Bears.
Yeah, and you see how that's paid off for him so far.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We've had a back and forth seesaw game here so far. The Bears looking to answer back in the home half of the second. Ramos tries that outside corner. It'll connect.
Wasn't able to catch if that was on the swing or the pitch. It looked like that swing was checked, but hard to tell. Really good pitch, though, irregardless, and he did get the strike.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Ramos is in a groove now. Out number 2 in the bottom of the second for the Sharks. As they toss the leather around. And it turns the lineup over for the Bears. Number 5, Justin Tranum. Tranum jumping all over that first pitch fastball in the bottom of the first inning to get things started for the Bears.
Yeah, he's seen one pitch and he deposited it nicely over into right field. Knowing what his job is, getting on, getting over, and getting in, and he was able to do that.
He'll watch that offering come in low for ball 1. Perry sets up outside, and it misses outside, 2-0. There's a hard line shot into right field. So another solid hit and rip by Tranum. He's 2 for 2 on the evening. It puts a 2-out runner on for Central. Bring up the shortstop, Richard Engley. Bears looking for a 2-out rally. Ramos and the Sharks looking to shut it down and move it to the third. Chopper foul, third base side. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here this evening. Go ahead and toss a like our way. I'm sure Derek would appreciate it. I know that I will as well. We enjoy bringing these games to you live on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe as well. It's free for you and it helps us out. We are a small nonprofit broadcast company. So everybody wins when you click that subscribe button. Go ahead and turn on notifications so you'll never miss a play.
I mean, I have. I got the notifications. I like everything I possibly can.
Well, how can you not?
Yeah, exactly right. And obviously, I'm subscribed. So, be like us.
Ground ball over to Eden. Diving attempt to knock it down. So a good play to keep it in the infield, but no throw to be had. And the Bears with back-to-back singles has 2 runners on with 2 outs. Now in the heart of their order. Bringing up the big bat of Connor Coolidge.
Had an RBI hit his first time up. Going to try and repeat that here. The Bears trying to keep pace with the Sharks.
Ooh, hard rocket shot. Anclote coaching staff kind of had to dive out of the way on that one. They're okay, though.
Just a bit tardy, but a very healthy swing.
The battery pack's not working, so you gotta close the viewfinder, open it. Well, close the viewfinder, plug in the battery pack, open it up. You might have to push the button on the battery pack. Offering connects for called strike 2. We apologize. We got to reboot one of our cameras. Luckily, it's not our primary. So 0-2 the count on Coolidge. Ramos looking for that punch-out pitch. Breaking ball away, breaks outside of the zone. Beautiful footwork by Perry to body that one up. Popped up first base side, giving chase is De Lima. He'll make the grab in foul territory. We apologize, we had the camera out. We are trying to reboot it. But the Bear threat is terminated. We move to the top of the third. 4-3 your score right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So we advance to the top of the third inning. 4-3 advantage Anclote. Stepping in is John Perry. Fastball comes in high for ball 1. Bear with us as we try to reactivate our camera. There's a hard shot right up the middle for a single. So leadoff single for John Perry puts a runner on. Time is called. Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner. We're waiting for the courtesy runner to emerge from the dugout, trying to grab a number for you. It looks like that's Michael Sierra. So trying to work out the substitution. And that is the discrepancy here because Sierra's already in the ball game, so it looks like they're going to try to swap out courtesy runners here. So Perry will actually come back out, and he will not have a courtesy runner. So Perry on first after we get that all sorted out. Justin Slover will step in. Throw over. I'm going to try to reboot that camera for you just a moment. Thank you for bearing with us. We were able to get that camera rebooted. No balls, one strike on Slover. That offering will miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Schmidt delivers. There's Chopper over to third. Sierra up with it. He'll go to second. Double play attempt, not in time. So 5-4 for the force out at second. Out number 1 for Central. Brings up Sean Eden. Schmidt steps off. Off-speed pitch. Big swing and a miss. Eden had a nice cut on that one, just a little bit ahead of it. Breaking ball breaks away. A beautiful pitch by Schmidt. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. Nice stop by Hames. One and two as Schmidt comes set. And he delivers. That's going to come outside. 2-2. Slover with his lead from first. Schmidt offers. Breaking ball away, fought away by Eden.
Good pitch by Schmidt. Breaking ball, letting it break outside. Took a little off it too. Way to fight though.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Eden did well on that one. Just get a bat on it.
Stay alive.
Offering misses inside. That'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So a payoff pitch for Schmidt and Eden. And that offering comes up high for ball 4. Eden will trot on down. Slover advances to second. First and second situation, 1 out for the Sharks. And they're circling again here in the third for Randy Rodriguez. Upstairs again, 1-0.
It's a little too high there by Schmidt. And Sharks are on the move here. Trying to get some more on the board. This 1 out.
Two 2-0 the count on Rodriguez.
Bears looking for a strikeout, a double play. Ball not too deep in the outfield.
Popped up, foul out of play. Sarah gave chase but ran out of real estate. Got about 25 feet of foul play on both sides of the lines here at the Bears field. Rodriguez advances to the hitter's count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nice patient at bat by Randy Rodriguez.
Yeah, kind of changed their approach a little bit here, it seems, with the new pitcher in. And make him throw him some strikes.
Swing and a miss. Schmidt getting him to chase. That'll work the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So a big pitch here for Schmidt.
Yeah, back-to-back full counts here for Schmidt.
That offering comes in high. Also gets away from Hines. Runners move up, but they would do so anyway. It was ball 4, so the base is loaded.
One out here.
James Brasby steps in, designated hitter. So the Sharks looking to put together a big inning here in the top of the third. And they've got the runners on to do just that.
Bunch of ducks on the pond there. DH stepping in. Trying to find a gap, find a hole, put the ball deep somewhere. But these Sharks just circle.
The Bears are in double play depth. They look to end this inning. They can get a ground ball in the infield. Schmidt offers strike one called.
Yeah, Schmidt here not trying to make a mistake. You know, one over the plate, one in the dirt. Running from third, likely to score. Big backstop area here.
Offering comes in low. Good backhand by Himes.
Yeah, good job picking that ball.
Offering misses away. Schmidt has the sign that he likes, comes set in the stretch and delivers. That's going to miss low. 3-1 count. So a big hitter's count here.
Yeah. Yeah, this could end up being a turning point in this game.
I mean, you're almost looking 90% it's got to be a fastball over the plate here. So I'm sure Brasby knows it. And that's going to miss for ball 4. So a patient Brasby will net run number 5 for the Anclote Sharks. Coach Sorrentino will take a trip to the mound.
Yeah, too many balls out of the zone for Schmidt in his second inning here of work.
And it looks like we will have a change. Looks like Schmidt is going over to third. And who we got in on the mound now, Derek?
I am trying to find a number, Will.
Looks like Engley. So
number 8.
Yeah, Engley's going to come in from short to the mound. Schmidt's going to slide on over to third. And my powers of deductive reasoning are going to say that Cicero is likely going to slide over to short. But I've been wrong before.
No.
A certain somebody who might live in the same house as me would certainly say that I've been wrong before.
Yeah, I think we all have one of those, Will. But we do love them, that's for sure. And we gotta be told every now and then. Just not as frequently as maybe it happens.
Some of us in the broadcast booth. Now I hope she's not watching.
All the love. All the
Right.
love to the misses out there.
We play, we have fun.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right.
So enough banter by us. We'll go ahead and take a quick break and be back. Well, actually, looks like the warm-up tosses are over, so once again, I timed that beautifully.
The Bears looking to just limit the damage here. They already have the one out. Lots of outs to get out there on the bases again for them with the bases loaded.
So Jaden Warren actually goes over to short. And Cicero to second. See?
You were wrong.
I was wrong.
She was right.
All right, so play resumes. Bases loaded. Michael Sierra steps in. That offering misses, not enough for an advancement. So a big one-out situation if you're following the Anclote Sharks. They've got a chance to really bust this game open. Holding a 2-run advantage top of the third inning with 1 out. Angley now in, trying to shut down the threat. Finds himself down the count, 2-0.
Yeah, his first 2 pitches missing inside. Oh, just a little fine-tuning here.
Upstairs, 3-0. So Angley trying to find the zone. Sierra's going to be taking the entire way on this pitch.
You'd have to imagine at this point.
Angley battles back, gets called strike 1 on the inside part of the plate.
So the Bears do not need to walk another one home here. Hoping to get something on the ground, but they don't.
Yeah, ball 4 it is. And another run for the Anclote Sharks.
Just taking what the Bears pitchers are giving them.
Sean Eden trots home. He'll touch the plate for run number 6. Base is still loaded, and it turns the lineup over for the dangerous Antonio De Lima. Had himself a quality evening so far. Breaking pitch, outstanding stop by Hames.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 tonight. Single, a double, and an RBI already. He did get cut down trying to steal third in the first inning on a double steal. But he's been all over tonight.
Yeah, he could certainly add to his stat line here. Popped up. Running out of room, giving chase is Himes. Count now works to 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch breaks outside of the zone.
Nice break on that. Just not able to get the swing and miss or a chase on it.
Angley connects, called strike 2.
Little tailing action there, back to the plate side. Was able to just catch that corner the last minute.
2-2 count on De Lima. Angley looking for the punch out. Chopper down to first base. Littinger going to fire over to the second, trying for the double play. They'll be safe. Safe all the way around, so the run will come in. Littinger trying to turn 2, going to second.
That's a tough play there. Really good hustle going into second by the Sharks. Able to beat it out. Everybody's safe. Still just the 1 out here. And another 1 crosses.
That'll bring up Anthony Ramos. Yeah, a couple different options for you on a play like that. You could try for the home and first double play, but you know, you got to make those snap decisions based on your reading of the situation. And sometimes when you have all those options,
you can't make one. He was decisive though. Very decisive there at first. Just the hustle beat it out.
Himes again. Great job on that stop. 1-1 on Ramos, who would love to cash in some insurance checks here.
Yeah, really trying to help his own cause here. His team in the midst of a fairly big inning so far.
And there's a shot to the gap. A run will score easily. That's Brasby wheeling around and coming in. It's Sierra. A 2 RBI double by Anthony Ramos, and the Sharks have busted open this ball game, having a 6-run advantage. Still just 1 out in the top of the third. Brings up Gage Goss.
Two runners in scoring position here. Only forces at first if you're the Bears. And really just the heart of this Shark order now. And we saw what they were able to do in the first.
Popped up out of play. Yeah, the Bears really need a strikeout or a pop-up in on the infield now to try to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, anything deep in the outfield with 1 out, you're going to test him. We already saw the speed on display here.
And Anclote doing well with their opportunities. Offering by Engley connects outside corner. He's ahead of the count on Goss.
Hey, he could really use a strikeout here.
Goss in his own right is going to be trying to keep this inning going for Anclote. That offering breaks late. 2-2. Sticks his bat on it.
Good job. Just foul off that pitch. Too close to take. Get it on the other side of that white line and see if you can get a better one next round.
Right back up the middle. Another Shark will come into home. RBI single for Gage Goss as DeLima scores from third. And Anclote putting together a huge third inning offensively.
Yeah, just taking advantage of their opportunities.
Now have a first and third situation. Cleanup hitter John Perry steps in. Beautiful pitch by Engley, breaking across the plate for strike 1.
Yeah, starting them off with a breaking ball there. Thinking maybe they're going into swing mode here. Start him off with a breaking ball. He's able to get the called strike for it. Kind of put something in the back of the hitter's head.
Breaking pitch again, catches that outside corner. Engley quickly ahead, 0-2. Goss breaks for second. Perry fouls it away out of play, first base side. After all those consecutive foul balls kind of ran out of a supply, but we got one tossed back in.
A couple more out of the hoodie pocket. And the back pocket. Restocked, as they say.
So, no balls, 2 strikes. Angley's going to be looking for that punch out number 2 for the Bears. But you got the dangerous bat of John Perry. High ball 1. As Goss will take second uncontested. Nice break on that ball by Angley, but that's going to miss inside. There's a hard hit ball in the left. It's going to drop in front of Baskin. 2 runs for Anclote are going to wheel around to score. Heading into second, throw in time. But a bad bounce, so a 2 RBI double by John Perry. And the Sharks have made some serious noise here at the top of the third. They now take a 9-run advantage.
Yeah, indeed they have, Will. That was a hard hit line drive out there. Good throw, maybe you got a chance at home, but throw a little off line and had a chance to get him going into second there, and that ball just... That should be a balk. There's no runner on first. Angley, the pitcher, forgot where that runner was. Made him move to first. Nobody there.
So Perry advances to third. On the balk, looks like Coach Sarantino is going to have a discussion with the home plate umpire regarding that call. So it looks like the call will be reversed. Perry will go back to second. Justin Slover's chest steps in. Fastball misses low for ball 1. Fastball upstairs, 2-0. So, Derek, obviously a big inning for Anclote here. Tough inning for the Bears so far, but mentally, let's just put on our coach's hat here for a second. When we get to the break of the innings, what are you going to tell that Bears squad to get back into this ballgame?
They got a lot of baseball left to play. We're just in the third inning here. They've been able to show putting up runs, good at bats, patient at bats, driving the balls when they see them. They're not out of this ball game. A couple things got to break their way, obviously, but they just got to get out of this inning first. And they're having a hard time doing that. Walks especially have really, really come to hurt them. And that's a big reason why this inning's kind of gotten out of hand for them. Just too many free bases. Free passes. So they just need to tighten it up, throw strikes. Not get deep into these counts. Let their defense work behind them. But credit Anclote, though, being patient. And when they do see a ball in the zone, they know they're going to see one. They've been able to put a barrel on it and clear these bases a couple of times.
Fouled away. Yeah, certainly you can't get it all back at once, so you just have to kind of have the mentality that you're just going to come up to the plate offensively once you get out of this inning, and let's just make the goal of we're just going to chip away.
Yeah, there's a lot of baseball left to play.
And be disciplined and not force the action as that's fouled away out of play. Angley ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
And Central pitching has to be able to put them away at this point. You know, you're up on them 0-2. They've had a couple of 0-2 counts and not been able to just find the zone and put them away. That's also a credit to the Anclote hitting, too, not being able to get struck out. You know, fighting off close pitches, waiting for one a little closer in the zone and trying to just do something with it and
excellent.
Keep the line moving.
Excellent point, Derek, about fighting off those close pitches. As there's a shot to center field, drifting back is Tranum. He'll make the grab. Tagging up from third and scoring is Perry.
They do get that second out of the inning. Had to give up a run for it. But they did give up finally get that second run of the inning.
Yeah, Sean Eden will get credit for the sacrifice fly. Randy Rodriguez steps in.
He's walked both times up today.
Offering connects on that outside corner.
About the limit of that outside corner, I would imagine there. It has been tested, but consistently the umpire's got a line, and he's been pretty true to it.
There's a shot to right field. Coolidge tracks it down. He'll make the grab. The Sharks bust it open. We move to the bottom of the third. 13-3 is your score on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
To the bottom of the third we go. Anclote has busted open this ball game, plating 9 runs. In their half of the third, the Bears are going to try to answer back. And we were talking about it, Derek. You can't get all these runs back at once, so Try to build some momentum back. Let the game come to you. Cliches as they might be, they do work in games like this. You just want to keep chipping away, chipping away. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, that big lead can be worked down. And you find yourself back into a ball game, and that's when you start to see some mistakes happen potentially, and you kind of flip the script.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they still have plenty of ball game left here. Bunch of outs to get if you're Anclote.
Ramos quickly ahead in the count 0-1.
And Ramos has been throwing strikes, so they will have their opportunities here.
Yeah, and Anclote in their own right, you'd have a big inning like that as there's a fly ball to right field. That's going to be trouble. Slover can't get there.
Beautifully placed hit.
Yeah, Lininger is going to go ahead and get on with that single into right. And that's what we were talking about, Derek. Just start building some momentum, getting some hits, get some runners on base. Good things can happen.
Yeah, right. Just do your job, not try to do too much. There's no 10-run swing here, so this is going to have to be a team effort if you're the Bears. And trust your teammates, do your job.
Swing and a miss on the fastball to Cicera. And Anclote in their own right. You know, they put together that big inning offensively. If they can follow that up with a solid defensive inning here and either shut out the Bears or limit their comeback, at that point you're kind of making a statement on this ball game and the direction they want it to go. Outstanding placement by Ramos on that last pitch.
Yeah, you can really kind of solidify the momentum on your side if you're able to come out and shut them down. Ramos looks like he's pitching well after that long break, too. Came out here firing strikes.
Yeah, outstanding point there, Derek, especially on an evening like tonight. We mentioned it earlier on in the ball game where, we started out in the 80-degree range at the beginning of game time, but the temperatures actually dropped dramatically in the last 45 minutes or so. So not only are you contending with cooler temperatures, but to your point, that was a long inning for Anclote, so a lot of time for Ramos to sit.
And as soon as I say that, he's having trouble finding the zone, but he did come out looking really good velocity, nice movement on his pitches.
And the placement's still there, so. The count as Ramos delivers. That's going to call strike 3. So Ramos records the K and the first out of the inning for the Anclote Sharks.
His second strikeout of the night. Ryan Schmidt up. The current third baseman, first relief pitcher the Bears utilized this evening. After Santana was pulled.
That offering by Ramos will miss low. Nice stop by Perry. Two and 0 the count on Schmidt. Very smart play by Perry here. Good job by the catcher. Going out and just giving some Ramos some, let him calm down, take a deep breath. This is not a situation you want to let get away.
Yeah, down 3-0 here on Schmidt. Doesn't want to walk him for sure. Wants to give him something in the zone. They'd love to get a double play here. But definitely don't want to offer a free pass and think the Bears can, crawl back into this ballgame.
Foul tip. Had the green light on 3-0.
That was a good pitch to swing at too, but nice job by Ramos keeping it just below where he can get a barrel on it.
Fastball inside corner for Ramos. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good job by Ramos to battle back being in the hole 3-0. Called strike 3! And Ramos is pumped up.
Yeah, rightly so. Rightly so. Going down 3-0 and able to get the punch out there. Big point in this ballgame now, 2 outs. Trying to shut this inning down for the Bears. Sharks trying to get back up.
Corbin Baskin going to try to get a 2-out rally going for the Bears. They do have Lineker at first. He led off the inning with that single to right. Ramos has battled back with consecutive strikeouts. There's a hard shot to left, but out of play.
Say a hard hit strike there, Will.
Yeah. Lineker takes his lead from first as Ramos gets his sign and comes set.
Baskin, another one of the freshmen on this Bears team.
The future certainly seems bright in Bear country.
Yeah, it really does. Really does. A lot of young talent here.
But this is a talented team in its own right. Throw over. Plenty of time for Lineker.
Bears looking for a 2-out rally here. Trying to get the lineup turned over.
Popped up into center.
That ball got dropped out there by the shortstop, Eden. Kind of camped under it and a little too far behind it. Tried to catch it out in front of him, kind of squirted out of his glove. Everybody's safe, so now we got runners on first and second, and looks like the catcher's coming up now.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes. You just need some opportunities to get some runners on base, and the Bears have that now with runners on first and second. Michael Hames steps in.
I popped out his last time out.
Over towards Wilkie at second. He'll grab it. So the Bear threat is retired. We move to the top of the fourth. 13-3 your score. Advantage Anclote. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly. play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
We move to the top of the fourth inning. We do have some changes to report for the Bears. Baskin now on the mound. See if we're able to locate any other changes on the Bears defensively. I believe Schmidt has moved to left.
Sierra back to his original position at third.
So 27 over at second. That would be Warren.
Mm-hmm.
And who do we have at short? Looks like number 8.
That's Ingley back there. So,
all right, so we got it all figured out now. We got Schmidt in left, Ingley at short, Cicera at third, and Baskin on the mound for Central.
and everybody else in their same positions, from what I can tell here.
Well, we worked through it all here together, and it came out just right, so we've got the lineup all set for you. Be sure to stick with us at the end of today's ball game, as Derek Smith will bring you the Glory Days player of the game. First pitch offering to Brasby, high for ball one.
Yeah, Anclote here just trying to keep the gas pedal mashed down to the floorboard, I would imagine. Bottom of their lineup here and looking to turn it over and continue the line of runs they've been able to put up the last couple innings.
Swing and a miss. Nice offering by Baskin. Yeah, certainly agree with you there, Derek. The Sharks put together that huge inning in the third. The Bears threatened in their home half of the third, but then Ramos, after getting that leadoff runner on, answered right back with two quick strikeouts, ending the Bear threat. From the windup, Baskin's going to miss outside, 3-1. Baskin has the sign that he likes, winds up and delivers inside. That's going to miss it for ball four, so Brasby will take first. Leadoff runner on for Anclote.
And not what you're trying to do if you're the Bears pitching. Walking woes continue for them as leadoff runner on. Free pass issued.
Michael Sierra steps in. Baskin now has to work from the stretch with Brasby on first. Outside corner connects, strawled, strike one. Yeah, we've really seen an interesting change of approach here, and rightfully so from Anclote. Derek, to your point exactly, at the beginning of this ball game, they were all over everything in the zone, and now a much more patient group as they step to the plate, and they've been able to yield some free passes.
Yeah, it seemed like as soon as Santana got pulled out of the game, their approach completely changed. Between Ramos, or Schmidt, Ingley, and now Baskin, they're just waiting for them to throw them strikes, and they'll even watch one come through before they really get serious up there to try and make contact.
Throw over to first. Not in time.
Nice move, though.
Yeah, nice.
Lefty pitcher just staring right at the runner at first. But that move isn't as easy as you might think it is.
Off-speed pitch connects for called strike 2.
Baskin able to get ahead here. And Central pitching has been able to get ahead. They've just had a hard time putting them away, which I kind of have to credit the Anclote hitters for that. Fighting off really close pitches, maybe even a couple of balls.
Last offering from Baskin upstairs for ball 2. We're bringing 48 live broadcasts to you this season for baseball and softball on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Swing and a miss. Drop third situation. Runner is out due to the base being occupied, so 1 out for the Bears.
Kind of caught a break there for the Bears. Nice strikeout by Baskin. Got that swing and miss on the off-speed offering. And a little bit of luck their way. They're able to complete that strikeout.
Antonio De Lima steps up. He's had an outstanding evening for the Sharks.
Yeah, he's got a single, a double, a couple RBIs.
Throw over.
Doing a good job from that leadoff spot for them. Kind of setting the tone. Coaches use that leadoff spot differently. Seems like Anclote likes to use it with the energy guy who's going to get a barrel on the ball. Yeah, decent speed too. We saw him on the base pass earlier this game.
Yeah, De Lima's been impressive this evening. Baskin able to get the swing and a miss on the outside. Barrels that one up to the gap in left field. Tranum able to cover some ground and make the grab.
Yeah, a little too much air under that for De Lima, but just like that, 2 outs here. Runner still on first. Bears trying to get out of this inning with no runs getting plated. But their work is cut out for them, that's for sure.
Anthony Ramos steps in. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Brasby on first with that leadoff walk. Chopper, third base line, but foul territory. Baskin quickly ahead 0-2.
Yeah, punch out here would be stellar for the Bears. Get back up. They got, 9-1-2 coming up when when they get back up.
That's correct. So their opportunity to do some damage in the home half of the fourth, if they can get it out of it here. Offering misses away, but I do like the strategy there by Baskin.
Yeah, that was a really good thought by Baskin there. Try to get it a little outside, tailing away. Get a swing and a miss.
Tries outside again, 2-2. There's a chopper over to Angley. He'll toss over to second. 6-4 for out number 3. The Sharks leave one. We move to the bottom of the fourth right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
Baby, let me hold you, hold you. I wanna show you, show you, show you how to treat you right, treat you right. Pull you closer through the highs and lows. Yeah, I wanna show you how to treat you right, treat you right.
We move to the bottom of the fourth inning here at Central High School. Anclote coming out offensively on fire. Now holding a 13-3 advantage. The Bears had answers of their own.
Yeah, nice job last inning by the Bears defensively. Baskin on the mound with a strikeout. Able to limit that leadoff walk, work around it, and get some outs without any Sharks crossing the plate. First time this ball game they've been able to do that. So see if they can build on that, start chipping away at this lead, because outs are starting to come at a premium if you're the Bears.
Ramos remains on the mound for the Sharks, and when you're in a groove like he is, why not? He's done well this evening. Battling back himself the previous inning, gave up a leadoff single, then fanning 2 straight batters before getting the final out of the inning. So he's done well.
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? He's kind of in a groove there. He definitely found something that last inning. See if he can hang on to it here and keep these Bears off the board.
Jaden Warren steps in. Swing and a miss for strike one.
And he's been living on the outside too, has Ramos. He was able to find some called strikes out there, and as a result, these Bears hitters have had to try to protect. And once you see that, you can kind of push it a little more outside and a little more outside. And he's done a good job, he and his battery mate Perry. Seeing that, recognizing it, and using it to their advantage.
There's a hard shot to left field. That's going to be fair. Rodriguez tracks it down, motoring into second base with a leadoff double. is Jaden Warren. Solid piece of hitting there by Warren. Puts the leadoff runner in scoring position for Central. Also turns the lineup over for Justin Tranum. And he's been swinging a hot bat here tonight.
Yeah, really kind of a traditional leadoff hitter. It's what he looks like. Able to get the ball in the outfield, good speed, get on, get over, and get in. Kind of knows what his job is and does it really well. Even as a sophomore, really playing with some poise out there.
Really like a leadoff hitter that's not afraid to swing at that first pitch fastball, too.
Yeah, as he did to lead off their half of the first. First pitch he saw, he deposited out into right.
And there's a shot to right field again. Slover playing the pool, makes a diving attempt, can't get there.
Off to the races, too.
Yeah, Warren reeling all the way around. He's going to score and Tranum in with a stand-up triple. So an RBI triple for Tranum. We talked about trying to get some of that momentum back for Central. I'd say they did it just fine there off the bat of Tranum.
Yeah, he was able to really drive that ball right down the line. Slover really made great effort on it, too. I thought for a moment he had a chance for an over-the-shoulder catch. So that ball was tailing away from him. Not able to make it.
Yeah, outstanding point there, Derek, for Slover to even make a play on that ball. He had some ground to cover. They were playing for the pull, but even so, to even be in a position for a diving attempt like that, credit to Slover.
But with Tranum's speed, once that ball got past him, he was looking 3 all the way, and he made it there easily, as we said, standing up and able to get that run in. So chipping away they are. Nobody out, runner on third here, one already in for the Bears. And their number 2 hitter, 3-4, coming up right after.
Foul straight back. Let's see if we still have a camera. And we do.
Fingers are still crossed, Will.
Credit to Wild Bill Lizer on the install this evening.
It's in a precarious spot. You can see from our center field cam, maybe.
Chipped away. Good job by Engley on the 0-2 count to keep the at-bat alive. Now, I must say that's something that Anclote has excelled at this evening, protecting on that 0-2 pitch. They've really done an impressive job all the way through the order.
Yeah, they really have. You know, fighting off some pitches that are close just to get that one you can get a barrel on. And again, taking advantage of your opportunities, sometimes you got to create them yourself, and they've done a good job doing that.
Another stop by Perry. Saved a run for sure with Tranum at third.
Yeah, both these catchers have done a really good job for both teams. Really good stuff by these pitchers, too. A lot of movement on a lot of these pitches. And they've been walls respectively for each team back there, trying to limit the run game.
That pitch is going to get away. Tranum motors home, and he'll make it in standing up. Central's plated 2. Still nobody out in the home half of the fourth, so the Bears are trying to make some noise of their own. We talked about it earlier on, Derek. Just play your game. Start chipping away, and good things can happen if you're a Central Bear. At the same token, let's flip it to the other side. You're Anclote now. You do still have a comfortable lead. Now you're looking at bases empty. You can just focus on the batter.
Yeah, kind of a clean slate here.
There's a hard hit ball. Pass short into left field. So Engley makes it on with a single. Your last point was eloquently put, Derek.
Thank you.
As you are the eminence of eloquence here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Yeah, I'm glad you're saying that and not me, because that seems like an absolute mouthful.
So head coach Stephen Morse is going to take a trip to the mound, have a conference with the battery as well as the infield crew. After the Bears making some noise here in the home half of the fourth, they've plated 2, have a runner on first, nobody out. I don't see any activity in the Shark bullpen, so I don't believe that we'll see a change anytime soon, at least.
Yeah, nobody coming in to spell Ramos here. This kind of seems like this is his ball game, and why not? He has pitched well. You got to credit the hitters for going after strikes in the zone, but as a pitcher, that's what you're kind of trying to do is throw the ball in the zone, get contact, and let your defense play behind you.
Coolidge steps in, big cut for strike 1.
Yeah, it was a really big cut. He was trying to get more than 2 runs back on that swing, it looked like, but that's going to be the limit for him this go-round.
Big cut again. Ramos blows it by for strike 2.
Coolidge out there in right field for the Bears is a big kid, too. If he happens to run into one, I would imagine it's going to go a fair distance.
Breaking ball, hard shot to left. Over the head of Rodriguez. Motoring over to third. We'll see if they send him home. They do. No play. That's Engley who wheeled around to score off the triple. Off the bat of Connor Coolidge. And here come the Bears.
Yeah, once that ball got over Rodriguez's head, it was off to the races for the Bears. And again, RBI triple for the Bears. Nobody out still. They've been able to double their score so far this inning. And
part of the order up now, too, for the Bears. So certainly they're looking to do some damage.
Number 4 hitter up, second mound visit here.
Yeah, so we will have a change, and it looks like Rodriguez from left will come in. We talked about that momentum switch, and looks like we've got one going now.
Yeah, for sure. The Bears trying to pull it over to their side of the field, and they're doing a good job. Anclote trying to stop the bleeding here. What once was a comfortable lead is starting to feel a little shaky now.
So Anclote head coach Stephen Morse will make the change. Rodriguez in on the mound. We'll take a quick break and come back after the warm-ups right after this.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
So as Rodriguez finishes his warm-up pitches, we'll go ahead and remind you again, at the conclusion of today's game, Derek Smith will be announcing the Glory Days player of the game. Tune in to GCSN broadcast on Twitter as we promote the player of the game there, as well as highlights from tonight's ball game.
There are plenty too, Will.
That there are.
It's been a high-scoring affair. Both teams doing a fair amount of damage at the plate. So definitely tune in. Maybe you missed something that we caught and you'd like to see it again. Send it to your friends. Send it to your family. Engage. That's what we like to see. We like to see that you like what we're doing. We like it.
Absolutely.
Let us know that you like it.
Yeah, go ahead and retweet anything that we put out, or if you find a clip that you like that you put out, just go ahead and tag us on that post. And we love bringing you this content right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So to recap the situation, the Bears have plated 3. You got a runner on third with nobody out. Leninger takes called strike 1 on the outside corner. We've just completed a pitching change for the Sharks. Rodriguez in on the bump. That pitch is going to miss away.
Rodriguez coming out here with some decent velocity to start his outing.
And it looks like Ramos moves to third. Sierra to left. Ball breaks out of the zone.
Yeah, Leninger's already got a couple hits on the day, including a RBI double in the first. So he's trying to continue swinging a hot bat here and keep the line moving for the Bears.
Called strike outside corner. The Bears contingent did not like the delayed call on that strike. Two and two. Rodriguez from the stretch winds up and delivers. Another nice stop by Perry.
Really technically sound back there.
Absolutely. Great footwork.
Great footwork, getting his body up on top of that ball, letting it bounce, keeping it in front of him, gloving it, and running the runner back to third. We like to see that.
And you can just see Coolidge down there at third. I mean, he's just waiting for any opportunity to break for home.
Yeah, he moves pretty good, too, for a boy his size.
Ball 4. Leninger down to first. First and third situation now for Central. Justin Cicera steps in as Anclote calls out their first and third defensive set. Fouled straight back, bullseye on the GCSN camera, and there it goes. Mr. Smith, would you like to do the honors?
Get ready for a show, folks.
Offering misses. 2-1 the count. Close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and home plate cameras at the Gulf Coast Sports Network. That's good enough for me. Well done, Mr. Smith. Ball 4 for Cicera. And that will load the bases. And here comes Central.
Bases loaded out. Nobody out.
Yeah, not to belabor the point, Derek, but we talked about it. You just want to chip away, chip away. Keep yourself in it until you can get to within striking distance. And here we go. One swing of the bat now, and the Bears could potentially pull to within 3.
Baseball's fun. There's no clock here. Got to get the outs. You can't just milk it and wait for that buzzer to buzz. You got to get all the outs here, and Central knows that, and they're making a ball game out of it.
So it looks like we're going to have another change.
Looks like number 1, Michael Sierra, is going to take the mound here.
So we'll go ahead and take another break for these warm-up pitches and be right back. Don't go anywhere. We got ourselves a ball game. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
So Sierra completes his warm-up tosses. Ramos Ramos is at third. Looks like Rodriguez moves back to left. So just a straight swap on that pitching change. Ryan Schmidt steps in. And here we go. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4th. The Central Bears have plated 3 already. Perry takes a quick stroll out, likely going over their signs and indicator, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would too. You know, bases loaded, runner on second there. Want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Infield looking for a double play. Outfield really not playing kind of standard depth out there as you would imagine they would.
First pitch offering low for ball 1. Outside corner called, strike 1. Beautiful placement by Sierra.
That's a great spot to put that ball.
Chopper, third base foul out of play. Sierra works ahead of the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He would love a strikeout here, as would the Sharks. Give the defense a little bit of breathing room. Schmidt and the Bears looking to make something happen. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sierra with the strikeout, and a big strikeout for Anclote as it is. For out number 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Baskin steps in. He'll take ball 1.
Yeah, Sierra comes in. Exactly what the Anclote Sharks needed. Strike thrower. Able to get the big strikeout there with the bases loaded. This is not an easy position for a pitcher to come into either. Getting asked to do the impossible almost.
A big cut there by Baskin. But Sierra able to get it by.
You know, team trying to pull the momentum back to their side, kind of in rally mode. Bases loaded, nobody out. Hey kid, go out here and get us 3 outs. And he's doing a great job so far, filling up the strike zone. Strikeout, first batter Schmidt, he sees now ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to get a second strikeout, and once you get that, there's a lot of opportunities for outs out on those bases.
Really get the sense that this is a key at bat of the game here. Line drive gets through. A run will score. The Bears are safe everywhere. A hot shot to the hot corner. And the Bears continue to chip away. They've now pulled to within 6. Ramos did a job just to knock that ball down.
Yeah, that was sharply struck.
Michael Hames steps in. There's a fly ball to right field towards the line. An outstanding effort by Slover. Wow, he covered some ground, made it a diving attempt, and missed it by mere inches.
Off the bat, I thought there was no way anybody's going to even get close to catching that ball, as it was tailing away from the right fielder there towards the fence. But great hustle, great effort, and good speed out there to try to even come close. And from here, it only looked like he missed it by a couple inches, to be honest. But it just goes down as a long strike.
Misses away. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded. There's a hot shot right back up the middle. That's going to drop in front of Goss. A run will come in. That's Lininger. And the Bear comeback continues. It's 13-8. They've pulled to within 5. Brings up number 27, Jaden Warren.
believe he led off this inning with a double, Will. And ended up scoring on the triple by Tranum.
Another key stop by Perry. I do believe you're right, Derek.
So they've been able to bat all the way around here with just the one out still.
And you have to believe leading off with that double, that really got, again, going back to the momentum angle and building that confidence for Central. Find them in the situation that they're in now with a potential tying run on deck. Offering from Sierra misses. 2 balls, no strikes. The count on Warren. Popped up. That's going to drift out of play.
Really good fight here by the Bears, too. You know, really long, really tough inning. Come back, get shut out in their half. Able to hold them, and now they're trying to wrestle some of that momentum back, and I say they got some of it here.
Big cut by Warren.
But just not giving up. I mean, they were down 10 at one point in this ballgame.
Two balls, 2 strikes, the count. Sierra's going to be looking for that punch-out pitch, and out number 2 for the Sharks. And he'll get it. A big strikeout for Sierra, giving the defense some major breathing room. But guess what, Derek? Justin Tranum stepped to the plate.
Yeah, he's 3 for 3 tonight. That, including that RBI triple he had earlier this inning. Well, bases loaded. If he's able to get into one like that again, really change the dynamics of this ballgame.
Sierra misses for ball 1.
That strikeout was huge by Sierra, his second of his appearance here this evening, and couldn't have come at his better time for the Sharks. He's done a good job coming in here and throwing strikes for them too.
Big cut. Sierra able to blow it by. There's a chopper towards second. Toss to first. That's Wilkie to DeLima. The Bears leave them juiced, but they plate 5. 13-8 your score. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
We advanced to the top of the 5th. We had some fireworks in the 4th as the Bears battled back and pulled to within 5. Anclote able to shut down the inning with the Bears leaving the bases loaded. Timely pitching by Sierra to work out of that jam.
Yeah, really good job by Sierra in the last half inning. Able to come in nearly an impossible situation. Get a couple of really key strikeouts and then able to get that ground out to second to end the inning and really squash that Bears threat. But Bears did do some damage, took advantage of their opportunities, as they should, and really turned this into a ball game here.
And the Sharks have an opportunity to answer right back. They've got the heart of their order up, 3-4-5. Gage, or rather Goss, Perry, and Slover.
Yeah, Goss had a RBI hit his last time up. Speedy center fielder trying to get on.
Baskin delivers from the windup, fouled away.
Trying to get some of those runs back they gave up in the previous inning.
Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball by Baskin.
Really nice breaking ball. I like how that ball started kind of in the middle of the zone and broke into the back foot of the hitter. The right-handed batter's box, that's a nearly impossible pitch to even get a bat on. Never mind get any power behind it. Well, really well executed there.
Foul tip. Baskin from the windup, he'll deliver. Popped up out of play. Good battle by Goss to remain alive. We'd like to thank our newest partner to the Gulf Coast Sports Network, Summit Adventure Park in Spring Hill. We appreciate their support in helping us bring these live broadcasts to you here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Goss looking at that 1-2 count. Again, fighting it away. Outstanding at bat by Goss.
Yeah. This is kind of been a hallmark here of this Anclote team. Up to bat, they're aggressive when it's time to be aggressive, and know how to foul off some really close pitches, really good pitches too by these Bears pitchers. Not allowing themselves to get struck out, doing whatever they can to keep fighting to get one they can get a barrel on, and when they do, they've been able to hit it hard.
And hit it hard, he does, in the deep left field.
All the way out to the fence. That's going to have to get dug out.
He's going to motor into third. Gage Goss with the rocket shot to left. And a leadoff triple for Anclote.
Exactly. Went down 0-2 quickly, fouled off 4 or 5 really close pitches, and able to find one got a barrel on it, drove it deep into left field over Schmidt's head. All that he could do was chase it down and try to get it in. Goss showing great speed, getting around those bases, able to slide in with a leadoff triple. And Anclote circling these Bears.
Yeah, we talked about how important the momentum's been in this ballgame so far. You know, the Bears able to wrestle it back after that fourth inning, and Anclote coming out with the heavy hit in the fifth, trying to put their final stamp on this game. And you got the big bat of John Perry up, done well at the plate and behind it this evening.
Yeah, number 4 hitter here, trying to get another RBI. Got one out there at third. A lot of ways to get him in.
Big cut by John Perry.
He's trying to get himself in too on that swing, it looked like, Will.
One offering. There's a fly ball in the center field. Tranum comes in on it. Makes the grab. A great play by Tranum to keep Goss at third.
Yeah, he had to come a long way to catch that ball, and he was able to get there, and his momentum just brought him all the way into the infield. And smart play. Staying at third there. No need to force it. So first out of the inning, and you have your 5-6 hitter coming up now.
That's right. That's number 11, Justin Slover, who's done some outstanding work defensively in right field. We've seen him cover some major ground out there.
Yeah, he really has done a great job out there. You know, the kinds of things that don't really show up on a box score. Really giving great effort. The good throws back in. Covering a lot of ground out there in right field.
Offering by Baskin misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Goss on third after that triple. Breaking ball right back up the middle. That's going to be trouble. Angley charges it. The ball gets away. Goss scores from third. Slover motors into second. So off the bat of Justin Slover, another run crosses for Anclote.
Yeah, that had trouble written all over it, Will. Right off the bat. Kind of bounced past the mound. No way for the third baseman to cut across to get it. Shortstop playing where shortstop does. They a long run for him. He's the only one to make a play, and, you know, kind of throw gets away from him. Runner ends up on second. Runner scores from third.
Shortstop Sean Eden steps into the box. Slover with his lead from second. There's a pop-up right field. Lindinger giving chase as it drifts into foul territory. Coming over, trying to make the diving grab is Coolidge. Unable to come up with it, but outstanding effort by both Lindinger and Coolidge on a... That ball just kept drifting.
Yeah, that was great chase there. The first baseman, Lindinger. And Coolidge, again, big kid, really big kid out there. Moves really well. Covered a lot of ground, even trying to make a play on that ball.
There's a shot to right field. Coolidge right under this one. No tag. Nice throw by Coolidge into the infield.
Yeah, you don't want to test that, really.
That'll bring up 2 outs in the inning. Randy Rodriguez steps in. Started in left field, got a few pitches in on the bump, and then moved right back into left after he did his job.
Yeah, I think he saw one hitter, I think, and then he was back out into left. He's walked a couple times today already. Trying to get that runner in from second here. Get a couple more runs on the board.
Popped up. Tranum calls off Warren. He'll make the grab. Anclote plates 1. We move to the bottom of the 5th. 14-8 your score right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
So Anclote able to plate 1. Moving to the bottom of the 5th. Now 14-8 your score. Advantage Sharks. The Bears were able to make some noise in the 4th, plating 5. They would love to do so again. Well, the Sharks are going to try to shut everything down, but they do face the 2, 3, 4 hitters of the Bears. That's Ingley, Coolidge, and Lininger. Ingley takes that first pitch offering for a ball 1. Sierra remains on the mound for Anclote. He did a wonderful job getting them out of the jam.
Yeah, a couple strikeouts. Asked to come in relief. Couple strikeouts. I think he allowed a run. Not going to get charged to him. And finally able to get that ground out to second to end the inning, stop the bleeding. And now let's see how he does after a little rest out there. It is a little cooler now than it is when the game started. I just checked. We're in the high 50s at this point. So, you know, that may have an effect on him.
Certainly having an effect on us here in the booth. I forgot to bring my coat this evening. I'm paying for it now.
I had enough foresight right before I left the house, so I'm feeling nice. Here in Central Florida, about all you need is just a little hoodie or something, and you can ride out these cool, chilly nights we have.
Well, that's why you are the eminence, my friend.
Some days we do better than others. That's for sure.
3-0 count. Sierra delivers. He's going to connect on that outside corner. Advancing to the hitter's count now, 3-1.
Yeah, I took a little something off there. Tried to just groove something into the zone. But now, like you said, the hitter's count here. Angley trying to get on.
And that'll miss away for ball 4, so Angley does his job. Leadoff runner on for Central. In steps number 21, Mr. Connor Coolidge. Had that big triple in the last inning.
Yeah, it really helped to propel them a little closer to Anclote here. I'd like to do something like that again, you would imagine.
Right center field.
Try out the other gap this time.
Yeah, he'll 3-hop the fence. Wheeling around to score, and the throw over to third is not in time. Coolidge in for an RBI triple. And a big momentum play for the Central Bears. More timely hitting by the heart of the Central Bear order. Off the bat of Coolidge.
Back-to-back RBI triples for Coolidge. Making a bid for player of the game with some stats like that, isn't he, Will?
Absolutely. And the player of the game, the Glory Days player of the game, will be announced immediately following today's broadcast. So make sure you stick with us right at the end of tonight's ball game while Derek Smith will make that announcement. Certainly a lot of candidates here tonight.
Yeah,
Some fabulous baseball this evening.
Yeah, really, really just an offensive showcase here by both teams. I mean, we got, 23 runs scored through not even a full 5 yet.
And unfortunately, it looks like Slover might have gotten a little bit shaken up hustling after that play. So out of an abundance of caution, they're going to take him out. Certainly the player's safety comes first. We certainly agree with that.
He showed great effort out there in right field, too. Great hustle.
I believe we don't have a number. We'll do our best to get the new left fielder for you. Central Bears making some noise. They've already crossed one. A runner on third. Brandon Lineker steps in. Fastball connects inside corner for called strike one. Nice job by Sierra claiming the inner part of the plate.
Yeah, claiming that is his.
We've not seen that much this evening, mostly outside by both pitching staffs.
Yeah, that outside corner has been open tonight, and they've taken full advantage too, and why not?
Popped up. Delina's giving chase, and it is out of play. Good hustle by DeLima. He was tracking it the whole way. He had a few more feet. I think he would have gloved that one.
Yeah, he was all over that. He just ran out of real estate. That does advance the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Sierra looking for his third punch out of the night. Trying to stomp out this Bears early rally here in their half of the fifth.
1 ball, 2 strike count. A nice stop by Perry yet again.
Ooh, that did not feel good either. It looked like that missed all of his pads. It caught him on the arm or something, but great effort back there. Getting beat up tonight. Saved a run, though. Definitely saved a run with that block.
Count works to 2 balls, 2 strikes on Lininger. Sierra delivers from the stretch low again. Yet another wonderful stop by Perry. Outstanding effort behind the plate.
Yeah. Yeah, Perry's done a great job behind the plate for them. All 3 of the pitchers have been a great backstop.
It's going to run the count full now, so a payoff pitch for Sierra. And that's going to miss outside for ball 4. Lininger will take first. First and third situation for Central. Stepping in is Justin Cicera. Runners on the corner, nobody out, bottom of the 5th inning. Big cut there. Sierra able to get it by for strike 1. Bunt shown right down the first base line. Sierra up with it. He'll take it to first. The Bears make the trade, the sacrifice for the run. Nicely done by Cicera.
Yeah, really, really good time to do it, too. Able to get that run across. Nicely executed by the Bears. Now you got another runner in scoring position. Rodriguez coming up.
Raylan Santana steps in.
Santana, I mean. The starting pitcher.
So I believe he's subbing in for Schmidt. First pitch offering by Sierra connects for called strike 1. Lininger takes his lead from second. Sierra gives him a look. Fouled away third base side. Sierra ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Looking for that punch-out pitch. Popped up. Tracking it is Goss. Coming over is Rodriguez. He'll make the grab in left center, calling Goss off. And a big second out for Anclote.
Just what Anclote needed, too. They've been able to put a couple across the Bears this inning. Anclote still with a 4-run lead, trying to keep it that way. Now with 2 outs, there are a couple different ways they can end this inning.
Corbin Baskin steps in. First pitch fastball outside corner for called strike one.
The current pitcher of record for the Bears, trying to help his own cause. Get that runner in from second.
Foul straight back.
Oh, 2 again on a Bears hitter. Sierra's been able to get ahead. Couple at bats here this inning in particular.
And what a difference it makes, and it's held especially true here this evening, getting ahead of the batters for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, even the Bears pitchers throughout this game, they've done a good job getting ahead. They've just had a hard time closing out those at bats, though.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sierra shuts it down. We move to the 6th inning. 14-10 your score, advantage Anclote.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
I was going to do... We move to the top of the 6th inning. Still a lot of baseball left to go. 14-10 your score.
Yeah, Anclote trying to add to their lead here, get themselves a couple insurance runs. I mean, 4-run lead. That's a tight ball game compared to where we once were in this, Will. So credit the Bears scraping and clawing their way back into this ball game. You know, one swing of the bat and we got a tie ball game here. But Anclote trying to get a couple insurance runs. The Bears here at this point of the game just trying to keep it as close as possible.
James Brasby steps in.
Baskin's still on the mound for the Bears.
Yeah, Baskin's done well.
Yeah, he has got 1 strikeout.
Stepping in the middle part of the game when the Bears got in a little bit of a jam. Able to calm things down defensively.
He's done a good job throwing strikes. Not allowing free passes.
He's ahead here, no balls, 1 strike. Some activity in the Anclote bullpen, unable to make out a number at this time. Baskin's offering Mrs. Lowe 2-1. Or correction, 1-1. 1 balls, 2 strikes.
Nice pitch there by Baskin. Able to sweep that ball into the zone.
Wore it up with it. Can't make the play.
Kind of overran it a little bit there, it looked like. A little bit of backspin on that ball, kind of started to roll away from him after it hit the ground. But they are able to turn the lineup over. DeLima, first baseman, standing in here. He's had a heck of a ball game so far. Couple RBIs, scored a run himself. Double in the middle of this ball game. There's a single. He's going to drop it into left field right in front of Schmidt. Oh, that's not Schmidt out there anymore. My apologies. That's Santana out there and left. So now runners on first and second with 1 out. That'll bring up Ramos, the starting pitcher for the Sharks. Number 2 hitter tonight. He's had a great day at the plate. 3 RBIs, couple of hits. Really helped his cause early in this ball game. 1 out here. Top of the 6th. Ball on the ground to short. Able to get 1 at second. Ingley, and that's it. So now runners on the corners. 2 outs here. Trying to keep the ball game here is Baskin and the Bears as the number 3 hitter Gross steps up. Goss, my apologies. Runners take their leads, first and third respectively. Left-handed pitcher Baskin makes a move to first. Everybody's back. Everybody's safe. If you haven't yet, please go ahead, subscribe to our page. Give us a like. Follow us on Twitter. We appreciate it. It really does help us. The more exposure we get, the more people know about us, the more games we can do, the more content we can provide for you. So this is a team effort here, just like these boys on the field. You, me, Will, everybody at home. It all matters. We appreciate you guys watching. We really do hope you like what we're doing. We enjoy bringing it to you. As that ball misses high. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here. 14-10 is your score. And this is a baseball game, not a football game. It's baseball season here. The Bears chasing 4 here. The Anclote half of the 6th. So running out of outs, but trying to get out of this jam. Able to groove that one in on the outside corner. Brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike.
We certainly appreciate everybody's patience as we work through our uplinks here this evening, having to go back and forth between our primary and our secondary. We believe we have that worked out again, so hopefully no more issues for the remainder of the way. unable to find that ball, will allow the advancement to second.
Ramos moving from first to second there very alertly.
Putting two runners in scoring position on the 3-1 count. Dangerous bat of Gage Goss, who's had some solid contact here this evening.
Yeah, he sure has, Will.
Left center field. Tranum going back on it. He'll make the grab. So the Bears get out of a jam. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning, still 14-10. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
To the home half of the 6th we go. Baskin and the Bears able to get out of a little jam in the top half of the 6th.
That's exactly what they needed to do too, Will. Keep the game right where it is. They only got 6 more outs to play with here. So if they're going to make a move and try and take the lead in this ball game, now's the time for them to do it.
And conversely for the Sharks, they're doing the same mindset as the Bears. They just want to keep the game exactly the way it is right now, holding that precious 4-run lead.
Yeah, this ball game pretty much has been the way it started, really. Anclote went up, the Bears came back. Anclote went up, the Bears came back. Then Anclote went up big, and the Bears did not stop. They kept fighting, they kept chipping away at it, and we got ourselves a ball game here with an inning and a half left.
Michael Hames steps in. He'll lead off the inning for Central. There's a shot to right center field. Diving attempt. Was not sure what the ruling was, if it was a caught or trapped. That ball dropped in, which despite the outstanding effort there and right, it looked like it did drop in, at least from our vantage point here behind the plate.
Yeah, really hard to tell from where we're sitting, Will. Phenomenal effort.
Yeah, it was absolutely great jump on the ball, outstanding pursuit to even make a play on that, make it as close as it was.
Yeah, Himes kind of got onto that ball just a little bit. If he's able to strike that ball just a little bit higher, probably not as much air under it. It's a surefire hit. It may even get to the gap. It looks like the call's going to stand, and the Bears have their leadoff runner on first.
So mark that down as a single for Hames. Brings up Jaden Warren. Got the start at second base this evening. Offering comes in low. Another big stop by Perry. Looking like Vasilevsky behind the plate this evening.
Yeah, he really is. He really is. He's doing a great job blocking all kinds of balls in the dirt.
Count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball high.
Yeah, Warren has a double in this ball game. He struck out his last time up.
Connects on that outside corner to Sierra. And a big second strike.
Yeah, Sierra trying to get his third strikeout of the ball game here, and really a timely time for them to do it if he is, and he does. He's able to get that swing and miss.
So a big first out for Anclote. And here we go. We turn the lineup over yet again. Justin Tranum steps in. What's his stat line tonight, Derek?
Single, RBI triple, and unfortunately I think I did miss one of his at-bats too. I think this is his 4th time up tonight. But he's had a phenomenal day at the plate, and that's going to be trouble.
Not in time. An outstanding play by Sierra.
He was the only one who was going to make a play on that ball, and he did it as well as you possibly can.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great effort by Sierra.
But just the speed of Tranum was just too much.
Yeah, anybody else, I'm not sure that it's that close. But, I mean, Sierra just absolutely pounced on that ball. Perfect position on the pickup and rifling a strike over to DeLima. He could not have played that ball any better.
No, I definitely agree with that. And play's going to stand. The call's going to stand. So runners on first and second with 1 out here. Down by 4, and the Anclote side's getting a little chippy now, Will.
Well, certainly a bang-bang play there at first. Yeah, one side's going to be happy, the other side not. That's just the way those plays work out. Runners on first and second. Richard Engley steps into the box. Popped up. Ramos in foul territory. Can't come up with it as it was drifting and twisting. And the Bears catch a break.
Yeah, indeed they do. Ball was in the air a long time. If you're Anclote, you gotta get that out. Plenty of playable ground over there where he was at. Probably just looking up into this big black sky here. Hard time tracking it against the lights, possibly.
Yeah, the foul, it was a sky-high foul ball. It might have actually gone over the vantage point of the lights, and when that happens, you're
trying to catch it on the way down, essentially.
Yeah, you're just trying to take a guess on the track of that ball. Offering misses low. Outside corner connects for Sierra.
It's a great spot, great location on that ball. And he's got a little bit of natural tail on it too as it gets to the plate, which is going to make it even harder to try to get a barrel on if you do make an attempt at that.
Offering comes in upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Really like that pitch on the 1-1 count too, because it really does set the tone for the remainder of the at bat.
See, once you get that outside pitch called a strike, you can come in now, catch him leaning, and you can get a big part of that inner third of the plate, generally speaking.
Fly ball left field. Rodriguez gives chase. He'll come in on it and make the grab. That'll be an F7 in your scorebook at home. And a big second out for Anclote. As they now move against the heart of the Bear order, Connor Coolidge steps to the plate. And he's had a big evening for Central.
Yeah, back-to-back RBI triples, and first at bat of the game, he had an RBI hit as well, so he's driven in a tremendous amount of runs for them and scored a number of them himself too. So now working with 2 outs, runners on first and second.
Beautiful pitch by Sierra. Breaking ball catching that inside corner. Second thought, more of an off-speed pitch now that I let it process in my mind.
It was a nice pitch, whatever it was, and the location was about as good as it could get.
Inside, that's going to be pulled over to Ramos at third. He'll take the force unassisted, so the Bear threat is kept at bay by the Anclote defense, and Sierra on the mound. We move to the top of the 7th. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Play football, you develop this mentality that you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain. To think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
Baby, let me hold you, hold you. I wanna show you, show you, show you how to.
We move to the final frame. 14-10 your score advantage, Anclote. Baskin remains on the mound for the Bears. First pitch offering to Perry into fly to center field. Tranum makes the grab for out number 1.
One pitch, one out. If you're Baskin, you can't do it too much better than that.
Absolutely, so quick we couldn't even get our graphic up. Justin Slover steps in, so we're glad to see that he's okay after briefly leaving the ball game. He's done an outstanding job in right field, absolutely outstanding.
Both right fielders for both teams have made some really great plays.
There's another shot to center field, and another grab by Tranum. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Some major efficiency here for Baskin here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, absolutely. That ball by Slover was hit hard. And just unfortunately for him, right at the center fielder, Tranum, who backed up a little bit, couple steps to his right, and able to glove that one. So 2 pitches, 2 center field putouts.
Sean Eden steps in. First pitch offering misses low for ball 1. I must admit, for a second there, I thought we were going to see the record for quickest inning ever for a GCSN broadcast, but, well, we still might see that.
We still might see that. I mean, I think, what is the current record, Will?
It's 10:30 on a Wednesday night. I don't know.
You could say anything, really. Let's say it's 6 pitches.
Sounds good to me.
So Baskin still has a couple to play with here if he wants that record.
Popped up.
He might get it, Will.
Yeah, he may have it. Linegar's under it. And he'll make the grab. We'll go ahead and call it a new GCSN record.
100%. Very efficient, though, in all seriousness, by Baskin and the Bears there. Exactly what they wanted to do. They got 3 more outs to put up 5 runs. Stick with us. Let's see if they can do it.
Absolutely. We move to the final frame. It's the bottom of the 7th. The Bears need 4. We'll be right back.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
So this is it. Bottom of the 7th inning. No.
Still good, Will. Still good. We still got that shot.
That's a fine craftsmanship.
That's right. Nothing but the best.
So bottom of the 7th inning, the Bears need 4 to stay alive. 5 will win it. Sierra has done a masterful job on the bump since coming in the mid-innings. He's going to try to shut it down and bring home the victory for Anclote. But he's going to face the 4, 5, 6 batters for the Bears in Linegar, Cicera, and Santana.
This has been a fun one. Let's see how it wraps up, Will.
Absolutely. The fun will continue tomorrow as well. We've got a softball doubleheader for you. Hollis takes on St. Petersburg at 4 o'clock. And then in the night set on the Gulf Coast Sports Network, we have the big Hernando County rivalry game as Hernando travels to Nature Coast.
What great action this week here on GCSN. And make sure you like and subscribe. Turn on those notifications so that you get alerted when we're ready to go live and broadcast a game. You don't want to miss a second of the action here.
Absolutely. We have so much talent here in the Tampa Bay area and wonderful programs to get behind. It's an absolute pleasure to bring these games to you. And as always, we appreciate your viewership and your support. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Sierra ahead. Delivers to Liniger. That offering comes in low for a 2-2 count. There's a hard shot to deep center field. Goss goes back on it, and that ball is gone! Oh, correction, off the top of the fence. That's the first one I've gotten wrong ever.
I also lost the ball, Will. That ball was hammered deep out into center field. Gross made great effort on it. I thought it went over the fence. We lost it.
Obviously, I did too. So, I mean, Goss made a great play at the fence. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he brought it back in.
Yeah, absolutely.
But a great play.
It was over the fence. He brought it back in as a result.
A great play by Goss. Liniger in at second. Justin Cicera steps in. I'm going to be trigger shy now. I'll be waiting until the batter runs around and touches home before I call it.
And it's out of here, it looks like.
Count even up now. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's Leniger's second double of the ball game.
Popped up. That's going to drift out of play. Well, we didn't have a blooper reel before, so I guess we got one now.
Yeah.
At least we can look at it that way.
Yeah, there's always a bright side, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter. You never know when we might drop one of those.
Popped up again. Out of play again. Perry and Ramos giving chase. It'll remain 1-2. Sierra looking for that punch-out pitch. Cicera trying to keep things going for the Bears. Offering comes in upstairs, 2-2. And this is what happens when you have an almost 4-hour game. The sprinklers have come on. Just stay away from our cameras. And some quick work that are now off.
The field playing surface here looks great, though. It's
Absolutely.
central.
Absolutely.
I mean, those sprinklers are doing their job for sure. It's just stay in bed, buddy. We'll let you know when it's time to come out to work.
Popped up in on the infield. Sierra will make the grab. Lindinger retreats back to second. Big out for Anclote. Raylan Santana steps in. The 0-1 offering fouled away. Sierra ahead in the count 0-2. A lot of options to play with here if you're Anclote. Third base side, Ramos giving chase, running out of room.
Great effort over there by Ramos. Just ran. The ball just wasn't high enough, really, for him to make a play on it. But great effort. Turned and burned. Tried to get to it. Just couldn't quite get there. Count remains 0-2. One runner in scoring position. Bears chasing 4 to tie, 5 to walk it off here. 1 out already.
Ground ball second base side. DeLima comes over on it. Can't make a play as there is no coverage at first. So an infield single by Santana. And once again, the Bears are making some noise. 2 runners on, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Current pitcher Corbin Baskin stepped into the box at this first and third situation.
Trying to help his team's cause here as much as his own. Trying to help him put this away. He doesn't want to, or he might want to go back out to the mound, but I'm sure he'd prefer just to walk this game off with his teammates here, trying to get that runner in from third, keep the line moving.
Swing and a miss. Sierra gets the chase on the outside.
It's been a really good pitch for him since coming into this ball game.
Off speed comes in high. That's going to connect for the called strike.
Really working in and out is Sierra now. Able to get ahead here, 1-2. Trying to put him away for the second out of this inning.
Chopped out of the dirt into left. That'll score a run as Lindinger comes in. So a huge RBI single by Corbin Baskin have now pulled the Bears to within 3. And here we go, Derek. The tying run has stepped to the plate.
And it's the catcher coming up.
That's Michael Hames.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good day at the plate, too. Couple hits, RBI, and a really good job behind the plate, too. Both of these catchers have done a phenomenal job.
Chopper, third base side. Ramos is going to take the force at third. There's a little bit of confusion on the base pass for the Bears, and a huge out number 2 for Anclote. Absolutely huge. Great play by Ramos at third.
Yeah, really aware play, getting that lead runner. Looked like he was trying to get 2, but that hit just pulled him a little too far off of the bag to get that second out at first.
In steps Jaden Warren. And now he represents the tying run. Sierra's offering comes in high for ball 1.
Yeah, he's got a couple of strikeouts and a double on the day. In addition to, I believe, another at bat that somehow I didn't account for.
Big swing and a miss. Big pitch by Sierra. Warren trying to make something happen for Central as they're down to their last out, but he does represent the tying run. Big cut again.
Trying to prove that he represents the tying run there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Sierra looking for that punch-out pitch. And he gets it, swing and a miss, strike 3. Sierra and Anclote shuts down the Central threat, and they take home the W, 14-11. Let's take it on over to Derek Smith for our Glory Days Player of the Game.
Yeah, we're going to go with the leadoff hitter, first baseman Antonio De Lima of Anclote. Great job by him and, really the whole Anclote team, but being the leadoff hitter, you kind of set the tone for them, and he did that every time he came up. Scored a couple of runs himself, drove in a couple more. Able to push the ball, do what he needed to do, and in this high-scoring affair, able to bring Anclote home the victory.
So Antonio De Lima is your Glory Days Player of the Game. For Derek Smith, I'm Will Wilkie. Thank you again for joining us on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. And we'll see you next time.